Hi, this is the first recording I'm doing in the Object Lesson series. And for this one, I'm going to talk just briefly about my origins in the furry fandom. And the idea for this came because after I posted the introduction video, my old friend who's known as Giza in the furry fandom sent me a note saying, "Hey, I saw your video, good on you for starting it up again." And I thought, you know what? I've been trying to decide what objects I should pull out of the collection. I might as well respond to people who respond to me. So we got into the furry fandom around the same time, and actually I convinced him to go to his first con, which was Anthrocon 1999. And I had only gotten into the fandom a few months before him. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about that, and here we go. The most important object is this Guardian article. It was a cover article about the furry fandom, and it's in the August 26th to September 1st, 1998 issue. And as you can see, it's somewhat sexy, with heavy petting as the title. And, if you zoom in, you can see that's quite a yiffy image there. But, the article really sparked some imagination in me and made me think, you know what? I want to find out more about this and get involved in it. And it gave me ways to do that. I'll just show you a little bit of the article. First of all, here is the teaser to it. And then going on, it's actually quite a big article, and it talked a lot about the furry community, specifically in the Bay Area where I lived. Here's the whole thing. I'm sorry, I don't think that you'll be able to read it, but perhaps I could post a scan, or if you want it, just send me a note because I've already photographed it. But yeah, that's the whole thing. One of the interesting parts is this furry glossary at the end, and very few of these words actually are still current in the furry community. Like boink was always a very general term, and handhole, I don't even know. Of course, nobody uses mucks anymore. Human, mundane, spooge, whelp day, yif, zoot. Nobody uses any of those words anymore in the furry community. I mean, only what they call gray muzzles, the older ones, will use the term yif, but the other ones are completely gone. Anyway, as I say, I went to I did go to Anthrocon, but before Anthrocon was my first con, which was Further Confusion. And it was the first Further Confusion. This is the Bay Area Furry Con. It had, I think, about 650 people. They had this pocket program, which is kind of fun to see what the things that were happening on the different days. I'll just very quickly flash on this in case anybody's curious. And of course, there's Thursday and Sunday. I also have the full program right here, which I've shown in a different video. I went through all of my old FurryCon videos, the ones that I could find, and talked about those. But I do just want to show one thing in here, which is the list of staff, because people talk to me as though, oh, wow, you were there at the beginning, you're a gray muzzle and all that. And yes, I am a gray muzzle, but we had a bit of a camera problem there. But I was not there anywhere near the beginning. The people that you see in the staff list are the ones who really were more of the pioneers of the community. And I do just want to show those and give them credit. Some of these people were friends. I didn't care for some of them. I was hot for some of them. One of them went to prison for a while, and I won't tell you who or for why, or who it was or why they went. But needless to say, it brings back a lot of memories. Anyway, I did eventually get interviewed about the furry community in the Bay Area. This was only about 6 months later, I guess. Well, Further Confusion, I think, was January of 1999, and then this was published in December, so later in the year. It was written by Annalie Newitt, who has had quite a career. Actually started IO9, which was bought, I can't even remember the whole lineage, but basically they have a great writing career, along with their partner Charlie Jane Anders, who you might know from various academic writings and books and so on. The one part that quotes me is right here. You see, I used to be known as Tom Howling. So there you go. Now, this was in the San Jose Metro, December 9 to 15, 1999, and I did actually work at the San Jose Metro back in 1993, which is actually where I first came across the furry community because, and this is a little bit dishonorable, I attended WorldCon San Francisco in 1993, and I attended under somewhat false pretenses. Since I had just finished working at the San Jose Metro, and I wanted to just pop by. I didn't really want to, go to the whole con or anything. I just wanted to see what it was about. And I contacted the San Jose Metro, my friends there, and I said, "Hey, could you get me a press pass?" And they'll give me a pass to the con, and that's exactly what happened. So my apologies to the folks at WorldCon because I was a little bit dishonest about that, but. As a result of that, I did end up going to a furry room party, which was intense. It was pretty intense for me, not because there was anything, sexual or scary happening, but just it was a lot of people with sketchbooks spread out on the bed and just really intently leafing through them and drawing. And it was clear that this was very important to the people there. Which is kind of a contrast to today in some ways, because it was very much about the art in a way that I don't think it is today. I think today it's more about identity. And if you look at the very earliest part of the furry history, what you find is, first of all, it's generally acknowledged that it grew out of anime fandom. And it wasn't really a personal thing for a little while until Ken Sample, who's generally credited with creating the first fursona, that is, saying, this is my character, this is me. And then, of course, fursuits and parties and all that sort of thing followed. So that's my story. I'm curious to see if anybody watching this had any intersection with any part of my story. So please do leave a comment if so.